All right, happy Friday, everybody. Hope everybody had a really good week. Just going to go over a few trades from today. EVGO was the one we were watching yesterday. Had the nice breakout. We're looking for a gap in the morning. It wasn't looking too bad. As you can see, I put my lines up in here. I took a position, in the low 19s and cut it right away. Pre-market, it was like a $3 loss this morning. So just didn't work out and get the push, towards into the open like I wanted. So just cut it right away. And that's one key thing. That's why, one of the best lessons I've ever learned was from Tim Sykes. And he always says cut losses quickly. And that's why, because you get things like that. And if you hold and hope, you're going to end up cutting it down here at the bottom. And then it's going to bounce right back and you're going to be pissed. So that was that. CYTO, I traded in the morning. And really just, it was the gapper of the morning, right there with MRAM, and didn't take this first dip, which I probably should have, just to take the quick snipe. But I did take this trend reversal from like 284 to 305, like a quick 7%. So nice little snipe there that put me green on the day. And then that just faded. I was watching it in here to see if we would, break out of this trend, and it just dumped. So stopped watching that. This was really the play of the day. Earnings play had a price target from 10 to 12, which really just means, the analyst thought that this stock was worth $12 instead of $10. So I know Lucas traded this at like very low eights to like 950. It was a really nice snipe by him, and I should have kept more, paid more attention to it. It really just open price play over basically 8. It really is like 795, 796. Held all morning, for a full 10 minutes, held VWAP, and then, really started to pick up from there. So that was a really great play that I missed. And then I was really upset that I missed this nice flag entry here. Really nice descending volume. The volume really washed out. It was just making higher lows. And once it kind of perked through VWAP, it just kind of took off. So I was really annoyed that I missed that play. And I ended up taking, I think I took a snipe here when it perked through and was trying to hold. I had my line, more down, and I can move it for you just so you can get a good example. Something like that. Took a loss. Not a crazy, nothing big, no big losses, but just kind of annoying. Took some in here when it perked. Ended up cutting it. I raised my stop to I think it was 995. And one of these dips in here stopped me out. I think it might have been this one. I'm forgetting exactly. I originally had my stop at 882, 881, where this first little dip held. So that's where I was risking, and just decided to bring my risk up a little bit once it was holding 10 really nicely. Stopped out for a small loss, and then this is where I kind of went a little crazy. So in here in this consolidation, it was very low volume and consolidating near high of day from basically 11 almost to 12, so almost like a full hour of consolidation, which was way longer than I would have liked. But I did notice, big picture, this is an earnings play. It is a 200 million market cap, not the lowest. Ideally you want to see like under 100, which is a low market cap, but low float. So it was trading really good volume. Let me see exactly what the volume was on today. 92 million, a little over 92 million in volume. So it's trading really nice volume, rotating the float really nicely. Ended up snagging, where is it? I think it was right here. So definitely chased because I was trying to get it, another entry down in here in the low 10s when it looked like it was going to break down here, but it held up again and then was holding 10. Wanted to take 100 shares in here. Ended up snagging it at 1020. Definitely a chase because I thought it was going to just rip through and finally start testing high of day. But it didn't. It pulled back, and I was getting a little nervous, because bigger size. Snagged another 100 shares at like 10:05, 10:07, 10:08. I forget exactly what it was, but right around in here, just because it dipped and it failed to break down again. And it basically held 10 really well and started to perk back up. And I was like, fuck it, like this is holding up very nicely. It's a low flow, somewhat of a low market cap. I wouldn't even really say low market cap, but it is a low float, trading a tremendous volume. And, it's like I said, it's an earnings winner. So I just had faith and just needed to stay patient and stick to my plan. And basically I was risking like $9.95. And finally just got the perk, and it was kind of weak. I mean, I had a really nice surge through high of day, but then just kind of chopped around here like the 1060s, 1070s. And so when it perked up, I sold 100 shares right away, like 1073. And when it was looking kind of weak, I got another sell off at 1070, just sold 50 shares. I believe that's right. And then let my last 50 kind of ride. And I had my stop because I had my stop at like 1014. Just figured, it was above where I bought it. So no matter what, it's gonna have a win. But yeah, it crashed right away. And it like within a split second, it came straight from like 1060 to 1014, which is where I had my stop. And it executed me. I mean, it was split second. I blinked and it happened so quick. It was crazy. So just a small win. I only made like $65. So not ideal for how much size I had and the move I was looking for. I was looking for mid 11s, maybe 12. I thought I can probably get to 12s. But it crashed right away, but then it held VWAP to a T, failed to break down, and then we got that squeeze into the close. Probably should have been watching it a little bit more in here. I thought it was kind of over. Stopped watching it, got back to work, and this is held beautifully and then squeezed into the close, and now we're getting a nice uptrend into after hours. So I wouldn't be surprised to see this gap up. The only other thing I was really watching was Vuzi. Vuzi broke out, finally. Finally breaking out. And I even told myself, I was like, just watch this key level down here in the low 12s. If this fails to break down, we can see a breakout. Thought about buying it this day here, but it was still just I'm not a swing trader, so I just decided to stay away and wait for confirmation. Was watching it in here and was watching it right in here, and we almost took a position in the 1420s. Anticipating that it would break out and just going to risk the trend. If it cracked the trend, I was just going to cut it, and decided not to. I had my like alert for 1420 to see if we can get a little bit more of a dip. Never set my alert for the high for the breakout, which was just my fault. And we kind of ripped right through, started to grind up, touched a little over 15, and holding up nicely after hours. So we'll see how this plays out Monday morning. Maybe we can get a dip, confirm, hold the breakout, and then push and continue. Is kind of basically how I'll look to play it on Monday. So pretty good week for me this week. Definitely, need to cut out a lot of stupid midday trades. Just like this, trying to force it. Volume is fading really nicely. I can't hate on it too much. You just got to cut it right away when it doesn't work, which I did. So, it's just switching over from like trying not to trade so much to now feel like a little bit over trading, because some of these wedges and triangles can be a little tricky, and sometimes you'll get faked out and you'll just have to cut it right away, and it feels like over trading, but it's kind of not. You're really just trading the flow and the trend of the market. So since I missed this, trying to kind of force it, and just a little annoying. I should have just stayed. Should have been more patient. Probably could have been a little bit. No, because there's times where it's like you can cut it if it's just cracking, and it's not working. So come on, stupid. I hate when this happens. Holy shit. Thank you. So like how I played it here. When this cracks, if you're buying it here and this starts to crack, this looks really weak. I'm okay with this minute consolidation, but this minute I'd like to see it perk, like a little flag pattern, to where it perks up, and it just didn't. And I could have been a little bit more quicker with my cut. Tried to give it a little time, ended up cutting it. So it can be difficult, but you take a few small paper cuts, and when you nail it, you nail it. So no, it's not going to work again. But what I'm basically just trying to get at is I'm really trying to cut out some of these midday stupid trades. This would have been ideal. In the morning would have been ideal. I'm okay with this, even though this consolidation was a lot longer than I had anticipated or wanted it to be. I was expecting a quicker move. So it's tough, it's tough. That's just kind of how the cookie crumbles. If you have ever seen Bruce Almighty, God, I love Jim Carrey. It's just the way the cookie crumbles, So green week, can't complain. I've only had, I think in the past, I really need to upload my trades to Profitly. It's been a while since I've done that. So I forget if it's been like a month of consistency finally with just one red week. And then this week, just one red day. And it's really just, I need to cut out some of those stupid midday trades. So definitely getting better. Ready to start sizing up a little bit. Not much. I'm thinking instead of $100 position, I'll bring it up to $300 to $500 positions. Try to get a little bit more comfortable with putting some bigger size on there. And if I can stay consistent for the rest of this month, probably start bringing it up to $1,000 positions. And if I can just keep that consistency going for the rest of the year, I plan on adding like 20K to my account and really just kind of going for it. So I'm excited. Things are going pretty well. Just got to stay disciplined and, stay emotionless. Yeah, emotionless. Jeez, I can't even talk. But yeah, so that was basically it. Not too much more to go over. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you all had a great week. I hope you guys have a great weekend. And we'll be back at it Monday morning. So I'll see you guys then. Later.